Hey guys, I'm going to show you my everyday really soft glam makeup routine that I like to wear on holidays, shopping, or just going to work so that you can follow along at home. So the first thing I always do is I start with my eyebrow area. So today I'm going to go in with the Bodyography Brow Essential Trio. I love this one because it comes with 3 different shades, and I'm going to use this brunette shade here. So I just start by taking my brush and really smoothing out the end, and then I grab a little bit of that brunette color, tapping it out, and then I go with the underline first, and I just follow along that brow line, and then I do the top. Grab a bit more product if you need, and then I connect it. I like to go a little bit above my brow line because I just feel like it lifts my brows. And then once you've connected that, just taking a little bit more product and filling in that brow. Don't worry if you have fallout or anything, because we haven't concealed the brow area yet. Like so. And then just a little brush, just a very light brush, just to keep those brow hairs going in the same direction. Perfect. Next, I conceal under my brow area, and I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Concealer today in shade 240. I love the Fenty range because I have oily skin type, and this is perfect for keeping that matte look, because I find that otherwise I get really oily very quickly. So I just take a little bit, and I actually pop that on the back of my hand. And then I actually take a smudge brush like this, and I just grab a little bit of the product, a little bit of the concealer, and then just take it under my brow. Start under the brow and then work my way up to the brow line. Just to get that nice defined edge on my brow, like that. And then I take a little bit extra just with my finger and just pat that like so on my eyelid. And then we do the other eye. So once you've done your brows and concealed your eye area, you're ready for your eye makeup. And I really love the Naked Heat Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, because I really love all the earthy tones, neutral, sort of burnt orange colors. They look good with my blue eye color. So I'm going to go in with the 2 lighter ones here, Ounce and Chaser, just at the end here, just to sort of mattify and conceal over that concealer. So I just take my powder brush. I'm using one of the Morphe brushes, number M43. I don't know if you can see that. I just grab a bit of those, just sort of mix them. Tap out my brush, and just go over that lid area. Next we go in with a bit of color, and I love the Low Blow. It's a nice browny neutral shade, and again with a powder brush, just taking a bit of the pigment, tapping out your brush, and then just taking that along that brow bone. sweeping it back and forth like so. Now with my eyes, I love to create a winged liner, even though I'm doing soft glam. So I then take a tissue and just sort of get a nice clean edge with the tissue. Again, grabbing some of that low blow color and just taking it along the eye there, and then just using that to create the angle. Like so. And then repeat on the other side. Next, I just want to create a little bit more definition. So I'm going to take my powder shadow brush in 2, and I'm going to again grab the palette, and this time I'm going to go in with a bit of the cayenne color, which is the 4th from the top. This bit darker, it's a few shades darker than that one there. And I just take that in to the corner here, running it along that crease line, and then just up into that triangle, like so. So once you're happy with the level of color, next I go in to line my lash line and create the winged liner effect, and I'm using the Kat Von D Graphite in the liner gel. So I just simply take a little bit of that with my angle brush, I always just paint it on the back of my hand, but you can use anything. And then I just hold the corner of my eye, and then I just sort of stamp it along the lash line. Grab a bit more product. Like that. And then to complete the perfect wing, I just take a little bit more product, again, on the back of my hand until it's coated. And then I like stamp it onto the corner of my eye and then connect it to the lash line, like so. And then take the rest of the colour and colour that in. So there you have the perfect wing liner. I really love that Kat Von D Graphite liner because it is super black, long wearing, and it doesn't smudge or move once it's dry, so, and it doesn't come off the back of your hand, so you literally will need to soap and wash that off. But I just love how long wearing it is and that it stays put. Next is foundation, and I love the Fenty Pro Filt'r long wearing foundation in the shade 240 because this one is ideal for my skin type. I have an oily skin type and this one sits matte all day and doesn't go oily. So I just I need a little bit more. Pump a little bit out onto the back of my hand, and then I take my beauty blender and I just take that all over, except for around my eye, under my eye area there, because I'm going to come back and conceal under my eye area. And a little pro tip is always blend your foundation along your jawline and then down your neck so that you don't get that line. And then also I blend into my hairline, just like that. I also like to take my beauty blender and then just go like that across my lips, just to conceal my lip area, ready for my lip gloss and nude lip look. Next I conceal under the eye area, so I just take, again, my Fenty Pro Filt'r concealer, and I just make like a V, the Hollywood V. Can't remember where I learnt this, but I just like make it like that. Take a little bit down my nose, just in between my eyebrows there, lip, chin. And then again, grab the beauty blender and then just blend that out all the way. I like to go all the way up to the hairline and press out any creases under the eye area. Once you've pressed all the creases out and it's nice and matte, I take the By Terry Hylaronic translucent powder and I'll just get a little bit of the white powder in the top there, and then I just take my beauty blender and I start from the inner eye right near the lash line and work my way up to the hairline. And you have to work fast with this because it sets really quick. So and I like to take it all the way up to that hairline. I just feel like it makes my eyes look sharper, more lifted. Repeat the same with the other side. And then just take any excess through that T section, like so. And personal preference, you can then set the rest of your face with the remainder of the Hylaronic, or I'm going to use the Studio Fix from M.A.C in NC35 shade. And just take that colour and just sort of press that into your face, avoiding that eye area. Next, I'm going to use my bronzer to add more colour, and I'm using the Bodyography Bronzer, which I love because it has two shades, the darker and the highlighter. So I'm just going to take that darker one and just load up my contour brush, and then I start from like the hairline and just bring it in to sort of halfway down my cheek. Again, that same technique. just pressing it into that cheekbone. And just sort of halfway, stopping about here, middle of my eye. And then I also just take it, I like to leave that area where we've contoured under the eye, and then just press a little bit around my hairline just to warm up my face. Another area I like to do is just along the bottom of that jawline, just to create a little bit more definition. Next, I'm going to add in the blush, so just on the front of my cheeks there, and I'm going to take my Napoleon Perdis Ultimate Contour Palette and use this middle one here, this nice peachy pinky colour. Take my stippling brush and just add a pop of that colour. You can actually take this one further. Go nuts with it if you want. Looks good. Like so. Then I go back in with the Bodyography Bronzer Palette, and I'm going to use this lighter shade here, the highlighter. I'm going to take my highlighting brush, grab a bit of the highlighter on there, and then take that just on my cheekbone there and up into my hairline. Little bit on the tip of my nose and a little bit just above my lip, and then I'll just take that same highlighter, grab a bit on my powder brush and just press that into the brow bone, just underneath, along that brow. And I love highlighting, so I'm even going to take that highlighter and just pop a bit of it in the corner of my eye there. Create that all over dewy effect. Then if you want a full glam look, you can go in with lots more color on the eyes and strip lashes, but today I'm just going to use my Eye of Horus black mascara because I love the silicone wand, and I'm just gonna coat my lashes. And I always love doing my bottom lash. Then to complete the look, we just do our lips, and I just use this Sephora lip liner and line along. You can overline your lips to make them look bigger, but I just follow along my lip line. And you can either pop on a little bit of gloss, I like the ombre look. If you want them a bit more matte, you can just leave them like that. But I'm going to go a really glossy finish with the Luminous Lip Veil by Napoleon Perdis. I'm just going to pop that just in the middle. Because I like that really ombre look. And we're finished.